Finally, from us this evening, the Grammy Awards, the 35th annual presentation of the record industry's top honors. There are more than 400 nominees in 80 different categories. 9 of the nominations belong to a single musician, who, by the way, is 13 years older than the Grammy Awards themselves. ABC's Jeff Greenfield tonight on Eric Clapton.
Layla, Eric Clapton's classic, first recorded more than 20 years ago. This is Layla today. It is the same song mellowed by time. You could say the same about Clapton. After more than 3 decades as one of rock's great guitarists, he has reemerged as a commercial smash. His latest album, Unplugged, has sold more than 4.5 million copies. Somehow that's considered remarkable for a 48-year-old rock and roller.
Nobody talks that way about jazz musicians. Nobody talks that way about painters or classical musicians or writers or poets. Why should rock musicians be judged by their age?
Maybe it's because Eric Clapton mesmerizes both his generation and their children. He was a star in his teens. Over the years, he has been a part of some of rock's best groups: the Yardbirds, Cream, Blind Faith, Derek and the Dominoes. With professional triumphs came personal trials, addiction to booze and heroin, and the 1991 death of his 4-year-old son Conor, who fell from a high-rise window. Clapton's song, Tears in Heaven, is a lament for Conor that has moved the young and no longer young.
Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven?
You have a generation now that's worried about AIDS, that's worried about crack, that's worried about homelessness. You can hear a bit of resonance in something like Tears in Heaven.
Tonight's Grammys may honor Clapton for his endurance, for turning grieving into art. They will also be recognizing one remarkable musician. Jeff Greenfield, ABC News, New York.
And that's our report on World News Tonight. I'm Peter Jennings. Nightline later. Have a good evening. Good night.